Oh hey, Dave Hunt here, owner of GameMasters Guild. Hey, do you know someone who got into a collectible card game like Magic or Dragon Ball or Yu-Gi-Oh or Pokemon, and you want to get them a gift related to the card game that they're playing, but you just don't know what to get them? It can be pretty hard, but tell you what, I got a few tips to make your gift giving for a collectible card gamer easy. Stay tuned. Okay, so you've got a friend or relative who's into a collectible card game. You want to get them a gift related to that card game, but you have no clue what it is you need to get them. You don't even know what the name of the card game is. Well, first of all, that's kind of important. You do need to know at least the name of the game they're playing. But if not, starting from the top, the number one thing you can get a collectible card gamer if you have no idea what they even play, you can get them simply a gift card. Here at GameMasters Guild, we have plenty of these little gift cards here just for your favorite collectible card gamer. Now also, if we're not your local FLGS, well, not to worry, because most stores have some kind of gift certificate available that you can get for your favorite collectible card gamer. Now let's move on to something else. Again, when shopping for your friend or relative who is into a collectible card game, it helps to know the name of the card game they're into, Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic, or Pokemon. As long as you know the name of the card game, super easy to shop for them. All you have to do is go to your local FLGS and ask them, what's the current set that I can buy for my friend or relative who's into, let's say, Magic, or Pokemon, or Yu-Gi-Oh. And then the people there behind the counter, well, they'll be happy to show you. And then what you do is just get a few packs of the newest stuff. And you can't go wrong with that, because the newest stuff is the latest and greatest to come out, and it's quite possible that they may not have even seen some of that. And even if they have, they probably don't have a lot of it. So go ahead, don't be shy, get them a few packs of the newest stuff of their favorite collectible card game. And if you're feeling a little squirrely, and you don't feel like that's quite right, go ahead and maybe, let's say, get a few packs of a set right before it. Like in this case, at the time of this taping, for Magic the Gathering, Throne of Eldraine is the newest set to come out. So if I didn't know what to get my friend who was into Magic the Gathering, I'd buy some Throne of Eldraine. And then I'd get maybe a pack or two of the previous sets, like let's say Magic 2020 or War of the Spark. It's a nice spread, and for 20, 30 bucks, you can get a nice gift for your friend or relative who's into a collectible card game. But let's look at a couple other options, shall we? Another great gift for your friend or relative who's into a collectible card game are sleeves. And sleeves, simply enough, are protective covers for their collectible cards. And these things are still thin enough to keep the cards safe, but yet easy enough to shuffle and play with. And even if they already had sleeves, guaranteed they're going to need some more. I have yet to see a player only buy one set of sleeves and never, ever, ever buy another set. Guaranteed they're going to need them. Now, with sleeves, it's a pretty easy choice. All you got to do is figure out their favorite color and grab a pack of sleeves. Or, if they're into a certain card game and you know what that card game is, you could easily come over and buy them a themed sleeve, like these for Magic the Gathering. There's also for Pokemon and Force of Will, Dragon Ball, just about any card game you can get sleeves for. Now, there is one thing you do want to remember though. Sleeves come in two different sizes. Now, most of your card games, like Magic, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Dragon Ball, Force of Will, Weiss Schwartz, they use a standard size sleeve like this one. It'll say standard on the pack, and it'll say 66mm by 91mm. That's for most card games. However, if your friend or relative plays Yu-Gi-Oh, they're going to need a smaller size sleeve or a Japanese sleeve. And no problem, they're easy to get too. Let me show you real quick. Let's go right over here, I'll show you. So right here, I've got a small size pack of sleeves for Yu-Gi-Oh! And on the package it says small, or 62mm by 89mm. Now on some brands it won't call them small, it will call them Japanese size, and that's what you want to look for if you're shopping for Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Let's look at something else, shall we? I think it's over there. That's funny. what I needed was actually right by the sleeves. Let's take a look. Oh, they're right down here. Alright, so what you're going to need is a deck box. These things are always getting used up because you hold your deck in them, they get thrown around, tossed around, shoved in a backpack, open and closed constantly. So what you want to do, get your friend an inexpensive deck box to throw their cards in. Like this, for instance, is only $2.29. Now, if you think they need a bigger box, well, you can go higher. Like this sweet deck box right here for Magic the Gathering. It's got art from the game right on it, and it's only a few bucks more, and it's a little bigger, $4.99. But let's say you don't feel like that's enough. You want to give them something that'll really last. Well, you know what? Like these Ultra Pro satin towers, these things are tough. These are plastic. They've got a compartment in the bottom for dice, and these babies are rock solid. And you can't go wrong with this. And these are only $10.99. And again, any of these will fit any of the card games I mentioned previous. But if you still don't like these, let me show you some nicer deck boxes right around the corner. Come on, let's go. Now, if the other deck boxes weren't nice enough for you, we've got these twin flipping trays by Ultimate Guard. And look at this. This is like a Cadillac of deck boxes. Look at all these compartments on here. Room for multiple decks and dice, and it's lined. I mean, it's like your cards are riding in a limo. I mean, heck, I'd love to get one of these things. Let's see. What else could we need? We've decided on booster packs because it's quick, it's easy, and they'll like it. Sleeves, the right size is important. And we've looked at deck boxes. Something to play on. Let's look at the play mats. Come on, let's go. Right over here. So I talked about getting a play mat. So what exactly is a play mat? Well, it's quite frankly, it's like a giant mouse pad. I mean, really, they're pretty much made out of the same material. At least most of them are anyways. And here's a good example. This is for Force of Will. And look at this thing. It's huge. And there's a lot of room on this playmat to play. Plus, look at all that action going on. I mean, playmats, I know some people who collect these things, put them in protective sleeves and just hang them in their house because these things are so awesome. And they usually come rolled up in a tube or a box, ready for you to gift to your favorite collectible card gamer. And there's Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, there's Magic, whatever they want, you can find. Plus also, let's not forget with the playmat, you want to keep these things protected, so don't forget to get them something to keep their playmat in. All they got to do is roll up their playmat and put them in one of these tubes. And presto, their playmat's taken care of. Alright, so we've got a little bit of everything so far for your collectible card gamer to gift. What else? Anything else we could possibly use? Well, there is one more thing. If you still don't have enough, there's one more thing we could use. It's not a requirement, but you could always get them dice. In most of these collectible card games, they need to either keep track of counters or tokens or life totals or other numbers. And a good way to do that is to buy them a set of dice. And if you ask the people at your local FLGS, they'll be happy to recommend a set of dice for whatever card game they're playing. Be it one of these role-playing style dice where you get 7 different types of dice, or one of these blocks of D6s down here. So all you got to do is go to your local FLGS and ask them. Well, I certainly hope that this video has been informative for you, because gift giving for a collectible card gamer can be kind of difficult, especially when you have no idea exactly what it is they're doing. I mean, what are these games anyways? But that's okay. That's why I made this video, to help make gift giving for your friend or relative who's into collectible card games a whole lot easier. And if you always want to come check out and see what all the hubbub's about, just go down to your local FLGS and ask them, and they'd be happy to tell you what it is that these collectible card games are. Again, I'm Dave Hunt, owner of GameMasters Guild, telling you to please support your local FLGS no matter where you are, and to stay safe, play great games, and I'll see you real soon.